In this week's episode of Talking About Orks, we're going to be going over the two Battlewagon variants in the Forge World Index, the Lift-A-Wagon and the Battlewagon with Super Cannon. So they are both identical stats to the Battlewagon, movement from 12 to 6, weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 5, strength 8 to 6, toughness 7, 16 wounds, attack 6, d6, d3, leadership 7, and a 4-up armor save. Each one is a battle wagon equipped with a single gun. The Lift-A-Wagon has the Lift-A-Dropper, which is 48-inch range, heavy D6. This weapon hits automatically, which sounds like a good thing. Each time an enemy unit is hit by this weapon, roll 2d6. If the result equal or greater exceeds the target's strength, it suffers a mortal wound. So that means each time this thing shoots, you have potentially 6 mortal wounds you can do to a unit, which isn't that bad if the price is right. The Super Cannon is the only weapon on the Battlewagon with Super Cannon, and it is 60-inch range, heavy 2d6, strength 8, AP minus 2, and 3 damage, which is actually pretty good stats for a gun. And 2d6, you're averaging 7 shots, so 2 to 3 hits. That's quite a bit of damage that you can do with the Super Cannon. Each one can take additional big shooters or rocket launchers. They may also take death rollers, or grabber claw, and wrecking ball. And the Battlewagon with Super Cannon can also take the Ard Case, giving it +1 toughness. The Battlewagon with Super Cannon also has the transport capacity of 6 models, and each Mega Armor or Jump Pack model takes up 2 slots. They are both Battlewagons, so they have the Battlewagon keyword, which may or may not do anything in the future. And for points, the Super Cannon was actually in the Chapter Approved 2017, but the points are the same as they are in the index, so I don't know how that works out. So the Lift-A-Dropper was factored down to 0 points from 39, so that's quite a deal. So the Lift-A-Wagon, just bare bones, is 175, and the Battlewagon with Super Cannon bare bones is 191. Let's see, the Ard Case is 3 points on the Lift-A-Wagon if you want it, or the Kill Cannon Wagon. So that may not be a bad investment. 3 points to give it toughness 8 instead of toughness 7, which is not an option on Lift-A-Wagon. So there's not much to say about these, to be honest. They are battle wagons with big guns. The Lift-A-Dropper sounds like a lot of fun hitting automatically, so on an average of 3 hits. And if you're targeting something that's a low toughness, you're probably almost guaranteed to get mortal wounds on it. But is 3 mortal wounds worth 175 points? Probably not. The good side of this, of course, is that as it gets damaged, you're not going to lose any effectiveness because it hits automatically. So, Lift-A-Dropper used to be very confusing, do a lot of really cool things, like you could literally pick up and throw vehicles across the board. They just oversimplified it too much to be entertaining at all. There's got to be something else for the Lift-A-Dropper to do. I have no problems with it. Maybe instead of doing a mortal wound, you could do D3 mortal wounds per hit. That would kind of justify its price. Or again, if you're targeting vehicle or D3 against vehicles, that would be much more appropriate, I think. Is have it do 1 mortal wound against non-vehicles and then D3 against vehicles, because you have a lot smaller chance of rolling over equal or over their toughness on 2d6 on most vehicles than you would on like an infantry or light vehicles. So that's where we are with the Lift-A-Dropper. It is very uninspiring. It's just a weapon, whereas it used to be really, really cool. And the Kill Cannon is actually pretty effective. I don't know if it's worth the points at 191, but at least you can put something in there. You could give it its own KFF mech to keep it alive a little longer. And surprisingly, Super Cannons can actually do some damage. At 3 damage a pop is not too bad, especially since they have 60-inch range. So you can just leave them in the back entirely. Don't have to worry about them moving at all. Although it does have the mobile fortress, so it can move and shoot without penalty. if you do want to do that. There's no penalty for doing so. But with that kind of range, you don't really need to move them, and hopefully you will have enough other targets where these things are not going to be molested very much. So overall, these are very uninspiring, not very exciting units. Um, I don't even think they. I think they might even be on their way out in Forge World, but for now they're there. And if you play them, great. I'm sure they're awesome models. I know the kill cannon or the super cannon is an awesome little bit of kit from Forge World. Lift to Droppa, not so much. I'm sure it's a little fiddly. I don't really like it that much, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't like it on the customs on the old mech Stompa that it used to have. Again, that's just my opinion on the actual lift to dropper gun itself. But that's the nice thing about Orks. You don't have to use the Forge World stuff. You can do whatever you want with the weapons. So we're going to call this video here. Have you played either one of these variants? I have actually faced super cannons, 2 super cannon battle wagons, and they were actually surprisingly effective. They did some damage to some Terminators I was playing at the time. It was just killing out straight out killing Terminators. So that's not too bad. So that covers it. We're just about done with the Forge World units. We've just got a couple left. The other big mech character, the Stompa and the Squigos. And we'll finish those up hopefully before the Codex comes out. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this episode of Talking About Orks. Please subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new Talking About Orks videos every Wednesday, new battle reports every Friday, and hobby videos whenever I can. Thanks for watching.